Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Welcome back to Pichonnie Valley. This is episode number 5, and today we've got some contracts for you. So I have noticed that we are running out of money. We have got none of it. None of the money. $6,200. We don't have enough to do anything. The good thing is we do have silage that is done and ready to go, but we don't have any hay, so there's that. So the cows are just kind of stranded with no food currently. So in order to fix this, I figured let's do some contracts, let's make some money. Let's see what happens. You may have already seen from the top right-hand corner of the screen that I've got 3 contracts selected. We've got a mowing contract on field number 20, which is right here. A fertilizing contract on field 105 up at the top left. And a cultivating contract on field 52, which is down here right at the bottom of the map. The goal is to get a little bit of help from AI because I really don't want to have to do all of these by myself. Let's see how they would get along. As always, I like to hit the outside myself. It just feels like it works a little bit better. Although, you know what? I'm kind of intrigued on just hiring a worker and letting them do this just to see how bad it could be. How bad could it be? Can't be that bad, right? I don't know. Let's find out. AI worker, work the headlands. Yes. Start with the up and downs. 2 passes. Hire. Go do yo thing. Should start right here. Should back up. I lined it up pretty good, I thought. Drop it down. Do it. Drop it down. Hey. And there they go. All right. Well, let's see what happens there. By the way, the money that we're supposed to be getting off of all of this is absolutely fantastic. 13.6, 13.1, and 16.1. Also pretty good numbers. I think I'm going to do the fertilizing contract on my own. We'll knock this one out pretty quick. The whole reason of doing all this is I think I need more fields. If we want to get our cows full, fed, happy, etc., we really need to be thinking about other fields that we can own down here. Now, of course, I've got all of these, but they really do us no good. Honestly, I should have probably just put grass in field 4, but that didn't happen. I'm looking over here at farmland 20. The big problem, or 12, sorry. The big problem with that, I ain't got the money for it. Matter of fact, I don't have the money for hardly anything. But there's another thing that we could do because we have field leasing in the game. So I could technically lease a field and just go in and I wouldn't even have to buy it anymore. And then just get rid of the lease when I'm done. Now, is that a nice thing to do? I don't know. I don't care. Try to move forward, move things along a little bit. We're on episode 5 at this point, and we're basically going backwards. I feel like I haven't done anything, so I want to kind of move forward, do stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fertilizer contract, rocking and rolling, doing good. Let's see, 98, 99%, and contract completed. Sweet. I think I may also steal this fertilizer. Oh yeah, definitely stealing this fertilizer. Tell you what, my farmyard back here is getting kind of busy. Ooh. Let's see, fertilizer's back here, but I don't really know where to put this. Here we go. We'll just kind of back into here, force unload. Oh, of course it put them back there. Awesome. I think I got liftable turned on. Do I? I do not. Yeah, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. There's 1. Oh, there's 3 back here. Alrighty. Of course there are. I can't say. There we go. Good enough. I probably won't forget that it's there. Probably. So then, that is 1 contract down. Let's go ahead and collect that one. Mission was collected, and we made 12 grand. Now we're going to jump over to one of my favorite kinds of contracts, a mowing contract. If you know me, you know that I do a lot of these. I didn't want to do a whole bunch of contracts on this map, but getting started is kind of taking a little bit longer than I was hoping that it would. So I wanted to kind of knock that out a bit quicker. Let's see. Can we do 2 headlands and be able to turn around? I think we will. So we'll leave that there. Turn it down. Boom. Boom. And go. Just like so. I'm going to do my best to kind of follow along with this magic line right here. This field is actually really interesting. So it goes, you might be able to see it already. So we're down here it goes all the way down and all the way back and all the way back around. It looks like a big monster tooth. And because it looks like a big monster tooth, I have no idea how long this contract is going to take, which is why I'm doing it last. The cultivating, I let them do it. Usually the workers do a pretty good job with that, like field work, easy field work stuff like that. Fertilizer contract's a little bit different, especially the workers. They will utilize more fertilizer than they actually need, and they'll just be wasteful, and we don't want that. But we also we also want to do the mowing contract, because I love mowing in Farming Simulator. Always have, always will. Love mowing in real life too. So we got the first headland done, and now the second headland is done as well. The cultivating contract is going into overdrive, and we're about 60% done with this contract. Now, one thing I wanted to do, I do have a mod installed that maybe we can use to our advantage, and it is the contract boost mod. And with this contract boost mod, I can actually come in here and like change things up with the contracts. And I'm wondering, allow collecting grass. Yep. Can we TED this, or do I need to put this on a different field? I'd like to make some hay out of this if I can. I know it's probably a little bit selfish to be like, oh, I just mowed this field, I'm gonna steal the grass off of it. But I need this grass. I don't think the owner of this field needs this grass as much as I do. This one's also weird because you've got these little peninsula bits down at the bottom. So I think I'm just gonna kick straight up and just kind of mow from one side, and then we'll pick up on the other. I think it's probably the best thing to do. So the grass contract is completed. It is all done, but we are kind of here able to still mow a little bit, which is interesting. Well, at least we were. I mowed quite a bit actually after it was completed. I'm not gonna select complete contract yet though. I do want to get down here and see, can I windrow this? Can I TED it? Can I pick it up with a loading wagon? Can I do anything with it? I've totally forgotten. I haven't used the contract boost mod in a while. Guess who's stuck? This idiot. Good job, buddy. Yeah. Let me help you out a little bit. Contract completed. All right. We can go ahead and knock this one out as well. Let's see. Farmland 52. That was that one. Let's go ahead and collect that. Yes, please. And we still have our mowing contract on 20. This will be interesting. So test number 1, can I TED this? I doubt it. If I can, this is gonna save me so much time, dude. Oh, I can. That's great. Number 2, can I utilize the JCB that they gave me to help me out a little bit? Because no offense to that vent right there, but it's really loud. All right, we've got that. Drop it down. Turn it down. All right, cool. That will work. I don't want to TED just yet because I want to make sure that we actually get like all of the grass pushed in from the side a little bit. So we will detach from the baler, which it's hooked up to for some reason. And we shall grab our windrow. Yes, this is a very interesting piece of equipment. Kind of handy that this is down here on the main farm. I didn't even plan that. That's great. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kick everything in towards the middle. And then that way, at least we'll have like a little bit of a buffer to the edge of the field so that when I actually come through and make hay, all of that's out of my way. So we'll come here, boom, do that, select that, yep, and then turn it on, and it should kick most, probably not all, but most of the grass in, and then we can actually come through with the tedder and do what we want. So this is working a treat. Absolutely, like way above and beyond what I thought this was going to behave like, but it's done wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This is a great idea. I wish I had the tedder that like had the blocker on there so that everything didn't just go like out to one side or the other, but you know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. Not bad at all. All right, so there's that. We can actually just pull this to the side now because we're not going to need that currently. There we go. There's that. Jump back in the JCB. And now all I got to do is TED the whole field, and then we got to windrow it up properly, pick it up, and then we're done, I think. So the first pass around is not going to be on the outside of the field because I tried doing that already, and it didn't look very good. So I decided to move a little bit closer towards the inside, just like this. Oh, this is going to take forever, isn't it? Sure is. First pass around is almost done, but what I've been doing is kind of, well, trying not to get in the middle of the woods with these. So trying to like follow through and this and that, yada, yada, yada. All is good. As a matter of fact, I can do this a little bit to my advantage here. So tedding, for some reason in Farm Sim, like kicks everything out towards the back. And it leaves stuff like right here in the front. So if you wanted to push stuff in a little bit, you actually can. So we just get to like here, turn it on, and then it pushes everything back a little bit. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool indeed. So now that we've got that finished up, that's like step one of a million. Done. Oh, here we go. Now on to the difficult part. The rest of the field. Second pass almost done now, and we've done all right. I'm really interested to see how much we're gonna get off of this field, because I don't know if I would call this cheating or not, but you know, just don't tell the guy that owns this farm that I took his grass. Well, we're almost done with the field, which is great news, and it doesn't look too bad either. I think this may be the first time I've used one of the smaller tedders on a big field like this. Turned out all right. Not too shabby at all. A little bit more. There we go. There's one. And then lastly, right here, this little spot. Got it. Perfect. All right. So now we get to come through and windrow again. I'm going to see if it'll let me do 4 headlands. That way we can have 2 technical headlands all the way around, since both of them push up against each other. I didn't really have a lot of room to turn around the last time we did this, and we'll see if that fixes the problem. It won't let me do 4. It'll let me do 3, but that's not going to be very helpful. So we'll just stick it at 2 and be done with it. Yeah, there we go. Reset. Still not resetting. 2, 1, 2. Hey, there we go. So if you missed one of the last Let's Plays, I think it was episode 2 maybe that we used this. Could have been episode 3. Basically, this pushes everything to one side, and then you come through on the next pass, reverse, and it pushes all of that into one windrow for you. Kind of makes things nice and easy. So this will make it all purty going one way, next one will make it all purty going the other way, and then when we go up and down, we basically save ourselves half the time when we're picking everything up. And this is what all of that looks like if you are curious. So you can see we're just kicking everything back into the middle, and we're making this big windrow in the center. What we'll also do when we come to pick all this up, if we want to use GPS, which you do, because it makes the game much easier, we'll say 6.3, multiply that by 2, we get 12.6, and that is what we will set our loading wagon or baler on, whatever we're going to use to pick this up. Now that this part's done, I want to find where the field thinks that it starts. And that's a tricky one sometimes to find. Basically, what we'll do here is we'll hit this, and then find where the edges are. Yeah, I got nothing from this. Maybe this side, maybe this side. Both sides are messed up, dude. I don't know. We're almost done here. There's a couple more passes that we need to make. Actually, I think this is the last pass. Hey, yes it is. There we go. So there's one more thing that I like to do before I finish a field like this. I'm gonna go one more time right through here. Yeah, that pass right there. And we're just gonna push it all back in a little bit. So we separate the up and downs from the headland row. And I think doing it like this is a great way to go about things. It's a waste of time. Does absolutely nothing. I don't even think it helps with pickup at the end of the day, but it makes it look nice. And that means a lot to me. Just like that, we are done. And here's what she looks like. Actually, we'll kind of go up into build mode just so you can see. It's not bad, man. I think I did a pretty good job on this field. Since we've got about 200,000 liters of our silage, I think I'm gonna try to get about 200,000 liters of the hay. I think we've probably got a little bit more than that. And then whatever's left, maybe sell it. I mean, I guess we could keep it. I don't have anywhere to put it though. I'd have to make it into bales and put it in object storage, but I don't have pallet forks or bell forks, as we've already discussed. But we do have a lot of storage areas. And I don't know why I came all the way up here. Oh, that's right, because this goes right here. You know, I think for once we'll probably just not worry about the GPS with picking this up. I think it's probably the best thing. We'll just get it done. Unfortunately, we're out of time to get this done. I just looked at the clock, man. I gotta go. So thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like, get subscribed, join the GoHam fam, do the notification dance, and check out some of the other videos on the Pichonnie Valley that I've already done, including the map tour and all that good stuff. Regardless, hope you have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one for episode 6.